Tenaya, running for Congress. I just wanted to quickly give my 2 cents worth about Trump's tweets on a expanded nuclear arms race. I've been watching Oliver Stone's Untold History of the United States, which I know it's Oliver Stone, so it's little conspiracy stuff. But I do think that at this point in time, it's worthwhile for all of us to sort of take a look at history and the relationship between the United States and Russia, and the nuclear arms race that occurred in the past, in the Cold War, and all of that, as we move forward. Because this is sort of, it's interesting, it's uncharted territory, or not. Maybe we can learn from history, and I think that's an interesting point. One of the things I did learn was really, we came very close to using our nuclear weapons, and Kennedy and Khrushchev really didn't. They held back. And I think right now the problem is that we have Trump and Putin, and I'm not sure if they have the kind of level head and that vision of not just winning and beating the enemy, but of all humanity. So I think that's kind of what scares us who didn't vote for Trump. So learning from history, that's important, right? And then the other thing, I worked for Raytheon, which is part of the military-industrial complex, and Russia really was kind of a key enemy, right? We were keeping our eye on Russia, understanding that was an important military target. But a big piece of what Raytheon was investing in, and actually bought out a whole business and incorporated into Raytheon's business, was in cyber warfare. That was the number one growth area for one of the major players when it comes to a defense contractor, was cyber warfare. So what we saw with Russia in the DNC attacks wasn't just manipulating our elections, it was their efforts and their ability to conduct cyber warfare. So they've done this also on the battlefield with the Ukraine. So they actually installed malware into the this app that the Ukrainians were using to better target their missiles. And by putting in the malware, they were able to see the exact location of all of the missiles, and were able to use it against the Ukrainians really with deadly force. So yeah, it's one thing to hack some DNC emails and disrupt or potentially impact and influence our elections, and it's a very different thing to be using this kind of malware technology and spyware technology and cyber attacks in order to wreak havoc on the United States on a military level. So I think that's one of the reasons why keeping an eye on what's going on. I don't know that there's this love affair with Putin and Trump, or what just happened in terms of Putin really wanting this puppet of Trump in office, and then Trump upping the ante with these tweets about this nuclear arms race. It's concerning. So, but I think also it's a little bit of a red herring. Nuclear weapons are one kind of part of how we defend our nation, but cyber warfare and focusing on cyber attacks is going to be a much bigger thing. So I think we have to keep our eye on that, because, Putin, he may talk nuclear, but I really think he's going to be using more of this cyber stuff to get at all nations, not just the United States. Yeah. So anyway, let's learn from history and not be taken off course necessarily with all of this. We have to keep an eye on what they're saying about this nuclear arms race, but I also think that learn a little bit about cyber warfare and look at how Russia has really been using cyber warfare against the Ukraine, because I think that shows the pattern that may be going forward and what we have to keep an eye on at the national level. All right. Merry Christmas. Talk to you soon. Bye.